Next, please.
Third question. We understand that the Imam Mehdi and the promised Messiah are one and the same person. Then why the Imam Mehdi was given the name of Isa ibn-e-Mariyam or Masih or such a name?
Right. This is also a very interesting question. I think it's generally raised by people. You see, first of all, why two Imams at all? The issue begins with that. God has been sending one Imam at a time, and whenever he said another Imam, sent another Imam, he was made subordinate to one Imam. Like Moses and Harun, Hazrat Musa ﷺ was the first prophet and remained the first in title. And Hazrat Harun was subordinate to him. So there cannot be two heads at one time. This is the first issue. Why two heads? The issue is, are they two different persons or the same person given two titles? Even if they were to be two different persons, the Imam among them would be one and the only one. And Al-Imam al-Mahdi indicates that he who will be born among the Ummah of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa ﷺ, he will be the divinely appointed leader, and whoever else, if at all anyone else is to come, will have to submit to him and subordinate to him. That also resolves the issue of prophethood. How can be a non-prophet be subordinate to a prophet, be subordinate to a non-prophet? So that shows positively the status of Al-Imam al-Mahdi as well. On this, all the Muslims agreed, whether they believe in one person to come with two titles or two persons to come with two titles. They are agreed on this issue, that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, they believe, would come again. He would remain a prophet of God. So, being a prophet of God, he would be subordinated to Hazrat al-Imam al-Mahdi. That means that the status of Al-Imam al-Mahdi is not less than Jesus to be, if he is able to come again. But we, Ahmadis, believe this is not the import of these prophecies. In fact, two different people are referred with one single person is referred to under two titles with some significance underlying in it. The significance is that the role of the future reformer who was to appear in Islam was twofold. One, to revive Islam like Mujaddideen had been doing it before, but with a much greater stress on reunification of all the Muslims and resolving their conflicts and splits and schisms once and for all. So he was to revive the faith of Islam from the point of view of doctrine as well as from the point of view of their being made righteous once again. So as such, he was to be entitled Al-Imam al-Mahdi, an Imam who is Imam in his title but is subordinate to Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The second role of that future Imam was that he would have a jihad against Christianity, a religion which had distorted the image of Jesus Christ and had turned him into God. So it is a beautiful rebuttal from Allah that you who claimed that Jesus Christ was a son of God, higher in status than every other prophet, I have so decided that the title Jesus Christ would be given to Al-Imam al-Mahdi, a follower of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to be born in his ummah, thereby declaring that this is the true status of Jesus Christ. Not beyond the prophets, but below Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam and subordinate to him. So both issues in fact ultimately join the same line of argument which I am presenting. Either way, he was to be subordinate to Islam, either being a separate person, or in the title of Messiah, also he was to be subordinated to the title of Al-Masih al-Ma'ud. That is why the hadith mentioned that Al-Imam Mahdi appears before and Messiah comes later. Now, as to the issue of there being just one person, I refer to a hadith of ibn-e-Mariyam which resolves this issue once and for all. Now, this hadith was recorded in ibn-e-Mariyam, one of the Sahih Sitta, long before Ahmadiyyat came to be born. And it says, Lal Masihu illa Isa. Lal Mahdiyu illa Isa.
Wamal Mehdi.
Huh?
Wamal Mehdi.
No, Lal Mahdiyu, I think it's the word Lal Mahdi. Lal Mahdiyu illa Isa. There is no Mahdi other than Isa. So that means one and the same person.
Yes.
So this is exactly what we believe.
It is in the affirmative style.
That's right.
Lal Mahdi
illa Isa. There are no two persons. One and the same person. Call him Isa or Mahdi, but they are not two persons. They are one and the same person. So Hadith has also directed us, has led us to the same conclusion that they are just merely two titles for some reasons as I have explained.
السؤال الثالث هو نحن نعرف أن الجماعة الإسلامية الأحمدية تعتقد بأن الإمام المهدي والمسيح الموعود هما اسمان لشخص واحد. فلماذا سمي الإمام المهدي باسم عيسى بن مريم أو المسيح ابن مريم؟ يقول أمير المؤمنين: نعم، إنهم شخص واحد، وقد أعطى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الإمام المهدي اسم المسيح لأن الدور الذي يقوم به الإمام المهدي هو يشبه الدور الذي يقوم به أو الذي قام به المسيح ابن مريم في أمته. فدوره فيما يتعلق بالإسلام هو إحياء الإسلام، مثله في ذلك كمثل المجددين، ولكن مع تركيز شديد على توحيد الأمة الإسلامية خلف إمام واحد فيما يتعلق بالتعاليم وفيما يتعلق بالتربية الأخلاقية وتحويلهم إلى أمة صالحة تقية، ولذلك سمي الإمام المهدي.
And this, excuse me,
Yes, sir.
no mujaddid other than Al-Imam al-Mahdi has been entitled Al-Imam by Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Never in any hadith of Tajdeed you will read the title. So this brings him over and above and higher than the status of all the previous mujaddideen. They are mujaddideen made by God indeed, but not entitled as Al-Imam.
وهذا يتوضح أيضا من أن حديث التجديد لا تصف المجددين باسم الإمام، ولكن هذا المجدد سمي الإمام المهدي، وهذا يبين أن منزلته ومهمته أرفع بكثير من مهمة المجددين السابقين أو العاديين، وهو توحيد المسلمين ثم الجهاد ضد المسيحية التي شوهت صورة المسيح وألهته. فالله سبحانه وتعالى لما رأى هذا الإنسان الذي أرسله عبدا ونبيا يتحول إلى إله أعلى مرتبة من كل الأنبياء، اختار الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يكون أحد أتباع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وخادما لشريعته يحمل نفس الاسم الذي يحمله هذا الإله الذي ألهه النصارى، فأطلق عليه اسم المسيح ابن مريم. وهذه لفتة رائعة من الله سبحانه وتعالى يبين بها مقام النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بالنسبة لسائر الأنبياء.
Yeah, this point has been further supported by Hazrat Aqdas Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by adding a task to the tasks of Hazrat Masih ibn-e-Mariyam. That is when he reappears in the world under the title Masih ibn-e-Mariyam. Al-Mahdi has never been referred to as Yaksiru Saliba, while Al-Masih is always referred to as Yaksiru Saliba, which means his main task would be to destroy the false religion attributed to him. And this he would do under full subservience to Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the final, the law-bringing prophet, the final prophet whose command can never be altered or changed by anyone, appears to be Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam alone.
وبوصف الإمام المهدي المسيح ابن مريم كانت له وظيفة كسر الصليب، أي القضاء على العقيدة الباطلة التي جاء بها هؤلاء النصارى، وهذا يتم بناء على كون النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وبحسب شريعته. أنا فاتني أن أذكر الجزء الأول من كلام حضور فيما يتعلق بأنه إذا كان هناك إمامان فليس من سنة الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يرسل إمامان في وقت واحد، إلا إذا كان أحدهما إماما أساسيا والآخر مساعدا وتابعا له، مثل سيدنا موسى عليه السلام وهارون عليه السلام، فإن موسى كان هو النبي الأساسي وهارون تابع له. ولذلك نفهم من أن وجود إمامين، الإمام المهدي والمسيح، لا يمكن أن يكون إمامين في وقت واحد، وإنما الإمام المهدي من الاسم نعرف أنه الإمام الأصلي، وأن المسيح هذه صفة تابعة، لو أنه جاء بشخصية مستقلة فإنه أيضا يكون تابعا للإمام المهدي. وهذا يدل على مركز ومكانة الإمام المهدي، فهو على الأقل لا يكون أقل من سيدنا عيسى، وإنما هو أيضا في مرتبة النبوة، وأن سيدنا عيسى يكون تابعا له. أما نحن الحمديين فإننا نعتقد بأن الإمام المهدي والمسيح هما شخص واحد، وإنما أعطي هذان الاسمان للإشارة إلى وظيفة الإمام المهدي من ناحية هداية المسلمين، والمسيح من ناحية كسر الصليب. وإلا فإن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قد حل لنا هذه المشكلة نهائيا، وقال: ما المهدي؟ لا المهدي إلا المسيح ابن مريم. وهذا بالتأكيد يبين أن المهدي هو نفسه المسيح ابن مريم، وأن المسيح ابن مريم الموعود الذي سيأتي هو نفسه الإمام المهدي.